Hi, guys. Only guys. Well, ladies, turn this off. I'm not going to talk about transmission and try to trick you. I'm going to be frank with you. This is not for ladies. Dudes, look, I know some of you are liberals, and I know a lot of you are jealous of our chicks. We have Kimberly Guilfoyle, Megyn Kelly. Basically, all of Fox News is just knockout after knockout after knockout after knockout. And I've heard liberals lament this. I hear Howard Stern crooning about how badly he wants to make out with them. And you often hear even Daily Show types kvetching about their side and how we got all the hotties and they're stuck with Rachel Maddow. I disagree. You guys have a lot of filth too. Yeah, that's right. FILF. It's an acronym and it means feminists that I would like to have amorous relations with. I'm going to go through some of the top ones, and it's very confusing as someone who's not a brainwashed liberal to see these women where your small brain goes must have and your big brain goes get me away from her, and it creates a sort of inner turmoil. Here are the 10 hottest FILFs in the scene. Number one, obviously I'm starting with the prettiest, Liz Plank. Now, she is from Montreal. She does these incredibly patronizing videos for Vox where she talks to you like an idiot. And it's ironic because she took, I don't know, women's studies at McGill or something. So she's speaking in a made-up academia that we just invented to get women to pay money to schools. It's not real information. It's all, you know, Marxist dialectic, hierarchy, mansplaining. It's all made-up words. So she takes this fake course, this fake knowledge, and then spiels it back to us like it means anything. But she is so insanely hot that it creates this incredible conflict with your brain. Do you have any video of her talking? Her skin, first of all, is made of Frappuccino. And I don't like to bandy around the number 10. No, a better video than that. That's low-res garbage. I don't like to bandy around the number 10, but she's definitely in the 9s, possibly a high 9, this Frappuccino beauty from Montreal. All right, let's move on here. Number 2 is, oh, wait a minute, we still got Liz? Look at that. Even with glasses when she's trying to ugly herself up. What an insane knockout she is. Jesus Lord. Now, guys, I know you like to only date women you have stuff in common with. That's why internet dating has all your hobbies and everything listed. Once you have kids with this Plank chick, that'll be 80% of everything that you guys talk about. So who cares if her politics are irritating? Women aren't in it for the politics. We don't care what their beliefs are. We're going to have plenty to talk about when we have the fact that I find you incredibly attractive in common and the fact that we made a bunch of kids together. Sorry, that was a long one for number 1. Number 2, Uma Abedin. Now, this woman clearly doesn't put out, which is why Anthony Weiner was forced to become a pedophile. And I assume that she's a lesbian who's spending her nights deeply involved in a spoon with Hillary Clinton. But I am all about this chick. Now, she ran a magazine, I think, with her mother that was very right, we'll call it right-wing. That's the term they use to define devout Islam. But I talked about how women should always, there she is when she's young. Unbelievable legs. But in her magazine she did with her mother, they're talking about Sharia law and all this crap that she edited. She's partly responsible for this. Hate her politics, hate the fact that she's Hillary's right-hand man. As a wife, she doesn't seem to be too good at keeping her man in line, keeping him satisfied. That doesn't mean I don't have eyeballs. Pull up more pictures of her. And a lot of guys go, yeah, I'll sleep with young Uma. That's what all my 30-something friends say. No. You see, when you become my age, when you're 46, your spectrum expands. And now I appreciate the laugh lines and the crow's feet. I want the old Uma more than the young Uma. I call them Benjamin Button's babes. They get better with age. Look at Kennedy. Look at Kimberly Guilfoyle. Look at, I can list at least 10 chicks that have gotten prettier with age. But we're sticking with FILF. How about, here's a tricky one that you're not going to agree with me at all on. Lacey Green. Like Liz Plank, she does these incredibly patronizing videos where she tells you how the world is through the lenses of a stupid course that doesn't mean anything to anyone here on Earth. Now, I know she's not going to be your main squeeze, but a lot of guys out in the single life, they usually have a spare and a pair. So you have your two main ones that you're working on, and then you have your spare, your sort of six, who sits at home and waits for you for a booty call. Lacey Green is the perfect six. She's the perfect spare. She's the perfect bottom bitch that you have to relieve stress after you've been working so hard on your pair. Do we have any video of her? Even now that she's fat, look at those breasts. She must know her cleavage matters, right? Cleavage lives matter. Now, a lot of guys say to me, I understand, Gavin, what you're saying. She is a great spare, but she's also the kind that will ruin your life, get you fired. She'll go psycho after you break up and make up some mattress girl-like story about how you raped her. Likely true. My generation didn't really experiencing this sort of vengeful sabotage that ex-girlfriends do, but I wouldn't put it past her. So although when I look at her, I can see her through 90s and 80s eyes and think that looks awesome, my post-millennial friends tell me that it's not worth the hassle, and I agree with them. I do think the others, Liz Plank and Uma, would be worth the hassle. All right, what are we at now? 1, 2, 3, number 4. The mayor of Baltimore. Is she the mayor of Baltimore or Ferguson? I don't care. I want to be with her. Her lips look like what people who get fake lips are trying to get. Look at her bone structure. She's so sculpted. I'm not big on making out. Guys don't really like to French, but I would love to French her. If it was that time of the month and she said, I just want to make out. Normally I would roll my eyes and say, well, let's watch a movie. No, I'd say, yes, let's get down to some serious Frenching. I want to smooch you. Let's neck. I want to neck. This is a dummy, by the way, who said, let's give the rioters room to riot. What? I want to give you room to riot all over my face. I want to riot with you in the nude. What a catch. And I know politically she's retarded, but as far as the general, level of IQ goes amongst the populace, she is intelligent. You don't get that way by being a total retard. So she's an intelligent woman. I mean, that's the beauty of Uma, too. Mike Cernovich always says, every time you feel like infidelity, just imagine having to hang out with her afterwards and go out to brunch. Yeah, brunch with Uma would be fantastic. And yes, we would fight the whole time, but it would be a fun fight, a well-informed fight. And it would turn her on, too. You'd probably go back upstairs to the hotel. Julie Roginski is another one who politically could not be more opposed to. I was on TV with her once, and she said she would prefer Hillary on life support to Trump. Doesn't that give away their whole game? Doesn't that give away that they're not in it for policy, they're only in it to choose the opposite side? Now, she's, I believe, a Russian Jewish immigrant, some sort of immigrant who came here and just always takes the immigration side. Even with the Syrians, who, by the way, hate Jews. She would say, when she saw it was all families coming, she goes, see, they're coming here for a better life. And then when she saw it was all men coming, I'm positive, I don't have evidence of this, but I'm positive I remember her saying, no, the men are coming first now because they have to establish a home, and then they're going to bring their family. I go, you said the opposite of that last time I was on TV with you. Despite all of this, that is my type exactly. I like some sort of a distinct teeth kind of a setup. I love her slightly Asiatic eyes. I mean, any kind of do you have any more pictures of her? Women need to stop erasing what makes them unique. Oscar Wilde said, pretty's pretty, but only ugly can be beautiful. If you have like a gap in your teeth or big horse teeth or, a big schnoz like Sofia Coppola or, something really unique about yourself, like a gap or a huge, gigantic eyes, I don't know what. Even your ears sticking out. We can get into that. We like what makes you unique. And Julie Roginski has it. Everything on the outside, very easy on the eyes. The ears, not so much. Similarly, exact same story with Jillian Turner. Although Jillian Turner doesn't have that Roginski sort of specialness that Roginski gets with her teeth, Jillian Turner is just an insanely hot redhead. There she is with blonde hair. But I've been on TV with her once, and she seems to have a real animosity directed towards men. Like I think she said to me on TV once that men are stupid. What? Just let me explain something, by the way, to you ladies. We are dumber than you in the sense that we have more idiots than you guys. But the male IQ is shaped like a sleeping brachiosaurus. There's lots and lots of dummies, tons and tons of normal people, And then tons and tons of geniuses. We have a very wide range. Just like our range of what we find attractive is very wide, our range of IQ is very, very wide. So we have more dummies. Yes, we have more geniuses than you. Women's bell curve is like this. They just have like a few dummies, lots of normal people, few geniuses. We have zillions and millions of dummies, lots of normal people, zillions and millions of geniuses. So to say men are stupid is just bizarre. But while she says that, and she also told me once, she said, only 1% of Muslims, yeah, this was a show, 1% of Muslims are an issue or jihadist. Look at her face. She looks like a drawing. I'm looking away from her so I can concentrate on what I'm saying, by the way. That's how you deal with these, everyone above 8. Just don't look at them. They're like Medusa in reverse. You have to look away. And she wears these high heel shoes that are like this tall, and her arches are pointing almost straight down. And it reminds me of the journalist from Cracked magazine. Remember her? She's exactly like the journalist from Cracked. She is that inhuman and that perfect and sculpted. It really is incredible. And again, even though politically I disagree with everything that comes out of her mouth, I will envy her husband when he happens, or if he already exists. Totally different from all of the others here is MIA, the musician. Her new song is particularly annoying. It's more annoying than the faces that Liz Plank and Lacey Green make. It's what's up with that? Racism, homophobia, ableism, what's up with that? I mean, it's the kind of thing you say when you're 8 years old. But doesn't she look like a Hindu god? She makes Ganesh look like an ugly elephant. She really is something to write home about. And she's old as shit now, too. I think she's over 40. She's in her high 30s. But pull up other pictures of her. She is perfect. Now, the way I sleep at night is I pretend that because she's Indian, she's very hirsute and I can get on with my life. But really, you know, when women have their lips done or they get plastic surgery or they put on makeup, they're trying to mimic this face. And by the way, just so you know my personal taste, they're very multicultural. I don't know why. Maybe because blondes, cheerleader types didn't like me when I was a teenager, so I altered my taste to become very brunette, ethnically diverse. I don't care how I got here. The fact is that I'm here, and I'm into these. That's not a good picture of her. Her schnoz looks brutal in that one. But yeah, MIA, I could get over her politics. I wonder whatever happened with that rich guy she was dating, this Seagram's dude. He was handsome dude. I met him once, smart guy. He let her go for some reason. Every time people are divorced, I just think, what the hell are we doing? Here's a side ball. Here's a knuckler, curveball I'm throwing at you. Theron Meyer. Now, Theron is a very attractive woman, a beautiful woman, whom I am totally politically aligned with. She's pro-Trump. She's from South Africa. My exact type, too. A little chiseled features for my liking, but I love the bangs. I love brunettes. I love her eyes. She's got that sassy sort of, there's an American actress that's like her. I can't remember her name right now, but I'll put it up in post. Perfect woman. But just like the other woman, there's that one thing that bugs you, and with Liz and Lacey, it was the patronizing liberal tone. This one has a cock. Yes, there's a penis on this woman's crotch that I'm not bananas about. I'm especially not bananas about the part where she's a dude. So I have to, I guess, overcome that. We're told now that we're not allowed to notice that. I see the woman, what's her name? Jill Soloway, making a fortune exploiting her father's mental illness. So apparently in today's day and age, we're supposed to love this. So I need to get over that, just like I need to get over my political bias. This brings us to number 9. The Tim Hunt chick. Now, Milo Yiannopoulos made his bones with a debate on British TV. He's very sheepish at the time. It's a funny video to look back and look. It's before he had the balls to realize that these people need to be mocked. So he sort of looked up from his eyebrows. Look at her. What's her name again? Emily Grossman. Dr. Emily Grossman. Science teacher and tutor. You don't have to say you're a tutor. That goes without saying. But look how healthy she is. That's a rich British girl who grew up, and the thing about rich Europeans is they have a lot of buttery foods, a lot of butter in their diet, so it's very good for their skin. It makes them glow. You know that she has no cellulite or varicose veins. This woman is completely flawless, and she's very healthy, too. Like if you were bringing in wood from the Middlesex cottage out in Herefordshire, then she would be carrying her own with her little Wellingtons on. Oh my God. Imagine her in just a big oversized sweater and Wellingtons and panties, and you're just alone in a little log cabin like that cabin in the movie With Nail and I. Can you put on the audio? Her accent is amazing too. Perfect amount of posh. Look at that pout. She's so sassy.
Women learn in a very different way. Women learn, again, not all women, but majority of women learn in a way that's supportive, that's nurturing, that's encouraging. I see that in the students that I teach. I see the girls that I teach.
I think I would get along with her parents.
Mixed sex sixth forms and get totally put off because they're in
a
environment, they're in a competitive
Again, she has those Rosginski buck teeth that make her special. Women, please don't do anything to your teeth.
We should segregate the sexes, really, that's what you're saying.
We even like Japanese women's teeth. That's how open-minded we are about teeth. Don't have perfect teeth. It looks weird. You look like a doll. All right, that's 9. I've saved the best for last. Well, Liz Plank is the best, but here's another woman who is incredibly beautiful, and I am totally attracted to her and always stunned when she walks the red carpet and dazzles everyone with her immense beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, the breathtakingly gorgeous Leslie Jones. She's another empowered feminist that we are totally attracted to and think is super duper beautiful and can't wait to smooch with. Yes, I agree with everyone. She's so wonderful and beautiful and funny. Yeah. She's so funny. Hi folks, that was a Rebel Media short. I have my own show on Rebel Media called How's It Going? You got to pay for that one. Check it out right here.